You've heard the warning signs before. High cholesterol can increase your risk of heart disease. So how often should you get your cholesterol checked? What should your numbers be, and how do you get them there? Those answers and more from Mayo Clinic.
A sample of blood reveals numbers that add up to your heart health.
Well, your cholesterol numbers should be, in general, the total cholesterol less than 200.
Cardiologist Dr. Stephen Kopetsky breaks that number down for us.
Then your bad cholesterol should be less than about 130.
Bad cholesterol, or LDL, increases your risk of heart attack because it causes plaque buildup in your arteries. So the lower the LDL number, the better. If you have known heart disease or diabetes, you want to try to get it as low as 70. Now, good cholesterol, or HDL, helps clean bad cholesterol from your body. Dr. Kopetsky says that number should be over 40 for a man and over 50 for a woman. Now, what do you do if your good and bad cholesterol numbers don't add up, if they're out of balance?
If your good cholesterol, or HDL, is low, you can raise that with exercise. It takes a few months of some, a good exercise program. It doesn't go up just immediately.
But it will go up in a matter of months. Lowering your LDL, or bad cholesterol, can be a bit of a challenge. You can start the process by eating a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats like olive oil, and lean meats. You can also lower LDL numbers by taking sterols, which you can get over the counter, and they're substances that are found naturally in plants. Or you can take prescription statins,
which is the biggest selling drug group now in the history of the world.
So now that you know where your numbers should be, how often should you get them checked?
If you have known heart disease or you've got real high cholesterol, you ought to get that checked every year.
If your numbers are borderline or on the verge of being too high, Dr. Kopetsky says get them checked every 1 to 2 years. If you have great numbers with no risk factors of heart disease, he says you can get your cholesterol numbers checked every 3 to 5 years. Numbers that add up to your heart health. For Medical Edge, I'm Vivian Williams.
Talk to your doctor about your cholesterol to make sure your numbers are where they should be.
Just before we go, a brief look at the main stories. The House of Assembly passes the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act with amendments to address concerns about stiff penalties and freedom of the press. First District Representative says the opposition boycotted the budget debate because it clashed with Agricultural Week activities. BVI Airways sold to New York-based Merchant Bank. The airline COO says this capital growth can take BVI Airways to the forefront of Caribbean carriers. Young people in the territory to participate in workforce preparation workshops. After meeting with King Garden Bay business owners, District Representative and the Premier, executive producer of the BVI Music Fest, Rodney Skelton, says there is still enough time to organize the event. And one business owner in King Garden Bay says this tourist season is one of the best they've had in about 8 years. In news from the Caribbean, a parliamentary select committee in the Turks and Caicos Islands will review a bill that will regulate the broadcasting industry. And Liat will be cutting some of its unprofitable routes over the next 3 months as part of a program to fix the cash-strapped airline. Remember, you can find all the news stories featured in this newscast, along with JTV's television programs, community and government events on our website, jtvlive.net. You can also watch this entire newscast on jtvlive.net. Additional information can be found on our Facebook page, facebook.com/JTV55, as well as our JTV News YouTube channel, where you can find all the news features, press conferences, and TV programs. We welcome your questions and comments. Email us at jtvnews@hotmail.com. On behalf of Sean Rose and the entire news team, I'm Ino Soman. Thank you for watching.
Wardrobe provided by Umi Fashions.